Good morning. I I should have worn a respirator yesterday for the projects. We have this awesome little tool that it's not a little tool; it's a huge tool. One of my projects yesterday was to sort of clean up any like yard debris. Um, we weed whacked, and there's dead grass now, and different things. And we have this tree that spits out these little yellow pods. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. And so yesterday I was tasked with cleaning up all of these little pods and all the dead grass and everything. Morning, Lid. And I have this leaf vacuum. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Black& Decker makes this basically vacuum, but it's for leaves. It has a bag on the back. It looks like a giant bagpipe bag. And I went through cleaning up, and oh, there was dust everywhere. It usually isn't that dusty, but the place that I had to clean up had some dirt on the ground. It was kicking up all this dirt, and I was done, and I was wearing black shorts, and the shorts were light gray by the time I was done. My face was just covered in dirt. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. But I should have worn like a full-on like N94 respirator or something, or whatever it is, N95. I should have worn a respirator yesterday. I can still kind of feel it in my sinuses, and occasionally I'll cough a little bit, Oh my goodness. Well, you saw the title of my stream today is our family's least favorite tradition. We're getting close to Independence Day. Today is July 3rd, right? Tomorrow is July 4th, and in 1776, right, the whole thing. And we we commemorate that by buying just oodles and oodles of fireworks. It used to be that there were, city shows, and, these major cities would do fireworks shows. They still do. Most, major cities do fireworks shows that are controlled. They're planned. There's a pyrotechnic that comes. But somehow that has changed to, there might be a city show, but most people will just get together with their neighbors and then find some empty church parking lot or whatever and fire off a bunch of sometimes legal, sometimes not legal fireworks according to your state laws. And and that is my family's least favorite tradition. Of all of the things that we love to do to celebrate, celebrate a birthday, celebrate Christmas, celebrate, all these different things. My family all kind of winces at fireworks. Now, you have to understand why. It's not just because they're loud or they go pop and boom. Actually, 2020, there was a day that we went to celebrate July 4th, and then we came home. Morning, John Marco. We came home, and I was taking the dog out in the backyard, and there is a like a commercial district that has a dumpster that shares that butts up against our property. And all of a sudden, I see a flicker of a flame, and I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And then I see a bigger one and a bigger one. Then it starts lapping at our trees. And I went, oh my gosh, this dumpster is on fire. This was the year of COVID, which was a dumpster fire already anyway. And then I ended up, it was funny. I had my phone to my ear and then my garden hose spraying over the fence to try and put out this dumpster. And I was, and the sprinklers were running too, so of course it was like less water pressure, trying to do this. And the fire department came, and of course they put it out in 10 seconds. Here I am trying to spray it with this dinky little garden hose. But what they found out, the fire department, is that somebody had dumped their spent fireworks from some little neighborhood show, and they were like, oh, well, I don't know where to put these, and then they just dumped them in this dumpster, and the spent fireworks were not fully out yet. If you're gonna use your own fireworks, you're supposed to dunk them into some bucket of water or something, which they did not do. They just tossed them right into the dumpster. Well, tiny little spark became bigger and bigger and bigger, and suddenly we had 20-foot flames coming out of this dumpster and nearly set our trees on fire, and nearly, there's ash and ember and stuff. And all it took was some idiot not putting out their fireworks. And so every single year, we are very wary of any time that fireworks come out, especially in the summer. Summer is drier. There's not as much rain. There's a lot of factors that could spark fires, and we have a fire that was very close to home, and so we tend to avoid, honestly, it's very avoidant behavior. We tend to avoid fireworks. Will we go to a city show or something? Yeah, that could be really fun because it's manned, it's paid, it's controlled. But just every year on the 4th of July, there's this chance of 10,000 maniacs lighting fireworks, and they go, oh, where do we dump this? I know, there's this one random unattended dumpster, and people will dump it in there. And I don't know, it is what it is. I hope that people are smarter than I give them credit for on July 4th. But if you are going to light off fireworks, just dunk them in some water, right? Get a 5-gallon bucket, and oh, that was fun, cool. Take the spent fireworks and just dunk them in some water before you toss them wherever you toss them. Because I have seen fires. I was scrolling Instagram before I came here, and there was a huge explosion and fire in a fireworks factory in California. All it takes is one, and then they all go. I just don't want anybody to burn my house down, burn anybody's houses down. That'd be terrible. So oh no, Gianmarco. He says this week will probably be my last day of your stream because my school will start this Monday. Well, you can always watch the replay. I'll still come up in your feed, and you can see me struggle through the puzzles. He also said, people do stupid things sometimes. In our country, fireworks cause 75% of the accidents in January alone. Oh, boy, is that for New Year's? Celebrating the New Year? There's I'm sure you've seen it, but the meme now is somebody has no idea that the end of this week they won't have 10 fingers anymore, because they're just dumb with fireworks. You just got to be careful out there. All right, let's play connections. Okay, so I see contact, number, exchange, insurance. Oh, that's funny. Exchange insurance, like after a car accident. Arrival, college, market, position, almanac, flight, dealings, team, gate, tan, destination, and interaction. Okay, so the first thing I see, sorry, I still have dust in my nose, my sinuses, I can feel it. You can probably hear it on the microphone too. Today's doable, 4 out of 10. Okay, good. I see interaction, exchange, maybe dealings, my interaction with that person, my contact with that person, correspondence. Great. Awesome. Maybe college town, destination town. No. Oh, wait. Gate, flight, arrival, destination. These are all like maybe what you might see printed on your ticket. Airplane boarding info. Cool. So college football players, their stats, speaking of stats, airplane stats, college football player stats will have their college, their number, their team, and their position. Pro athlete data. Okay. So we got info and data, which are basically the same thing. But airplane boarding info, and then pro athlete data. And then market. Like, trying to think how these are related before I click them. Flea market, stock market, tan line, almanac, line, farmer's market, farmer's tan, farmer's almanac, farmer's insurance. Yeah, not sponsored in any way. What the heck? Farmer's insurance? Okay. Yeah, that was super doable. There was a funny skit in Saturday Night Live that, the guy that plays Donald Trump as president, it's not actually Donald Trump, of course, but he's signing executive orders, and one of the ones was to make the connections puzzle easier. I love that. So I guess this was, in correspondence with making making the connections puzzle easier. That was very doable. The yellow category, we even got in color rainbow order too. Look at that. Yellow category, correspondence, contact, dealings, exchange, and interaction. Green category, airport boarding info. We got your arrival, your destination, your flight, your gate. Blue category, pro athlete data, college, number, position, and team. Yep. How many tackles, how many sacks, how many touchdowns. And then the purple category. That's cool. We did it in rainbow color order. That would be farmers things, farmers almanac, farmers insurance, farmers market, and farmers tan. The tan line that, perfectly covers the neck, and that's where redneck comes from. That's funny. I like that. All right, good. Okay, let's dive in, and we will do the mini crossword. Looking like that. There we go. Can we make it show the word down? No, maybe we have to change that. Glaswegian or Edinburgh? How do you say that? Because Edinburgh, I don't know. Both of those I know. It's Scots, right? Someone that's a Scot from Scotland. 2025 Pixar film about a boy who gets abducted by aliens. I don't know how to spell it. Is it Leo? Elio? I just watched a video about how. Do you see the one about bean mouth syndrome? About how Pixar is losing touch because it's not. It was panned at the box office. It's like, oh no, another thing from Pixar Disney, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think maybe everyone's just waiting for it to come out, for streaming. Strong string. Maybe that doesn't fit. Twine. Twine is strong string. With a shaved head. Religious devotee with a shaved head, maybe. Who has a shaved head? Maybe a monk? Monks might have a shaved head. Calligrapher's assortment. Maybe pens. Oh, yeah, that would be all of them, wouldn't it? Okay, what do we need to change? Let's see. Attach as a button. Oh, you know what? It's probably inks. Okay, there we go. Because, okay, here's what happened. I looked at it, and I thought, calligrapher's assortment, pens, right? Or nibs. Could be nibs, too. Gosh, all of those are three-letter words. But what gave it away is I started looking at this one, attach as a button, sew on, but it was OE because of pens. So I thought, all right, what's one with N as the second letter? Inks. Okay, we didn't even get to those. That's crazy. Okay, we just did the across ones. All right, Glaswegian or Edinburgh. Burger. I don't know. How do you say that? Edinburgh is how you pronounce the city. But if it's just Edinburgh, I'm going to laugh. That's a Scot, right? People from Scotland are Scots. 2025 Pixar film about a boy who gets abducted by aliens, Elio, and it was panned at the box office. Like, I think it had like a $300 million budget, and it received like 45 million at the box office. People are done with Disney, Pixar in a lot of different ways. Maybe they're just waiting for streaming. Maybe it'll do great in the streaming services. All right, 6 across, strong string, twine. I thought I would have to change that. That's so interesting, twine. 7 across, religious devotee with a shaved head, maybe, a monk. What happens when a monk starts growing out their hair? I mean, hair grows, right? Monks typically shave their heads or have a shaven head. Do they just like, I don't know. They probably just get a haircut or shave their head again, but I can't imagine just like, oh, friar, whoever, your hair's getting a little long, you know. That's funny. Calligrapher's assortment, inks. All right, now we didn't even get to the down clues. Let's see what we got. Attach as a button, sew on. Sound of 2 glasses being cheersed, clink. Noise from a pig, oinks. Noises from a pig, oinks. Little piggy, toe. Did I overshare? TMI, too much information. That's funny. TMI, dude. Okay, awesome. All right, and then we are going to play the Wordle. Adding to our 200 whatever. Yeah, Snow White live action was terrible. We watched it when it came to streaming and just sort of tore it apart the whole time. Edinburgh with a hard G sound. Burger. That just sounds funny to me because the city is pronounced Edinburgh. You don't pronounce the H. Okay, so what are we doing here? Let's try. Sandy. Okay, there's a Y at the end. Sandy gave us the Y. Let's see. What should we do next? Trying to come up with a non-intersecting word. A word that doesn't use any of those first 5. Let's all say Chorky's name. Do you ever see that one? My kids quote that one all the time. The bad lip reading of High School Musical. They go, let's all say Chorky's name. Chorky. Oh, please tell me that's a word. No, it's not a word. Okay. That'd be funny if it was a word. Oh, my kids would be freaking out. Is that how you spell plow? There's a U in there. Yeah, there's a U. Oh, here's one. Pluck. P-L-U-C-K. No way. Okay, it's a P word. It's a P word. There's a bunch of stuff in the middle we don't have, but... Oh, here's a third non-intersecting word. Ready? R-I-G-H-T. Right. No help at all. Okay. All right, so we know that it starts with a P. There's a bunch of stuff in the middle, and there's a Y at the end. It's not a Q because we didn't guess the U. What are some letters that go at the end if it's a Y? Maybe MY could be common. What about the vowel? Gosh, what's the vowel here? Could be either P-E. Okay, what's the consonant? If it's a P something, P, PV, PB, PM, PF, PW. No, honestly, I think the vowel goes next. So it could be PO. Hobby? Is that a word? Okay, or what if it's an E? Okay, no, I have a misconception in my head because I thought, okay, what if it uses both the E and the O? And that may not be true at all. That may not be true at all. P-boy, P-boy. Poemy? Is that a word? It's too poemy. Do you like this sentence? No, it's too poemy. I do see my chat going in the peripheral vision, but as a general rule, I don't look at the chat. So if you are shouting the answer to me, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at it right now. I just sort of put the horse blinders on, specifically for the Wordle. I don't know why. I love to just sort of productively struggle through the Wordle. I will be joining you in the chat in just a minute, but right now, I don't know why. I just like to put the horse blinders on. Pombi. I mean, that's a word. It's a goofy word. That is how you spell it, too. It would tell us if it's the O. It's dangerous to double letters right here where we're still trying to guess what it is. Let's try it. Okay, it's an O, but it's not an F. So it's a P-O something. Is that a word? Powie? Posey. Oh, why is this? Oh, why is this so hard? I'm having a hard time thinking of what comes next. We haven't guessed the E, so it really could have an E in it. Palmy. No, we already guessed that. Poby. I feel like we guessed those already. Pommy? It's not an M. Shoot. Oh, why did we do that? Shoot. I shouldn't have guessed that. That was stupid of me. I don't know why I guessed that. Okay, blank JY. Is that a thing? Probably not. Posy? What if it's a double letter? Okay. No. No. What? No. 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 2 V's. Hobby. Oh, why am I struggling so bad with this? Posy? Is that a word? Is that a word? Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a word. Or poppy, like a normal person. Oh my gosh, it's either poppy or poopy. Oh, I pray it's poppy, not poopy. Okay, either we get it or we lose our 150-day streak. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't like that at all. Oh, I didn't like that at all. Oh my gosh. I did not like that at all. Yeah, I'd take a po' boy right now. Lipo, how you doing? Oh, good to have you aboard. Less than a minute? Well, Nathan, you are skilled. Oh, my goodness. John Marco asks if I want a hint. I don't look at the chat during the Wordle. You guys know this. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Good heavens. Well, we waited until the bitter end to get it right. That was actually super nerve-wracking. Look, it's all greens, but to my demise. You know what's so funny? The reason I got poppy, 3 repeated letters. My goodness. I thought, you know what? What if it's poopy? And then I thought, hold on. Don't hit enter. Don't hit the button. What if it's not poopy? And then you lose your What's my streak right now? 143-day streak because you said poopy. And I thought, okay, what else is there? It might be a double letter. And so I went through and guessed every other double letter except for the P because I thought, what, a triple letter? No way. I discredited the fact that it might be a triple letter. Imagine if it was poopy. Imagine if I lost my 143-day streak on poopy. Oh, I'd be so embarrassed. All right. Well, you know what? We usually get it on the 4th, as you can see. But, man, oh, man. We waited until the bitter end. And I'm going to take a screenshot of that because I was staring at the edge of the precipice looking over, almost saying the word poopy. Oh, my gosh. Poppy. Thank goodness it was poppy. it was so stupid of me to guess the MM. Why did I do that? What does Pommy even mean? Pommy. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. Pommy. That was one of those moments that you hit enter and you're just like waiting for it to say that's not a word. That's not a word. Pommy. A Pommy accent. A British person. Pommy, huh? Well, we got it. You guys will have to forgive me. I keep clearing my throat because I was working on a very dusty project. I was getting the dead brush off everywhere. I had, dead grass in a place like from the mower, and I had to suck all that up. Again, my family is very leery about the 4th of July, specifically the fireworks. We love celebrating our country's independence, all that stuff, but specifically the fireworks, I would love to turn the sprinklers on and go to bed early. Why? Because 5 years and 1 day ago, or I guess that would be minus a day. 5 years minus a day ago, a dumpster that butts up against our property caught fire, burst into flames because somebody had just thrown their spent fireworks in this, what they thought was a public dumpster. It's a private dumpster. It belongs to a company. And it was shooting, 20-foot flames up into our trees. And I called the fire department. And here I am with the garden hose in one hand and my phone in the other. It was insane. Anyway, that was very scarring for my children. And, of course, the fire department put it out in 10 seconds, right? They have the means to hook up a hose and then, fire it out. And then it was really nice. One of the fire department, one of the chiefs or whoever it was, actually stood there parked in his car for, 20 minutes afterwards just to make sure there was no flare-ups or anything. And they went to go talk to or, put out some other fire. But it meant a lot that fire department chief stood there in his car or sat there in his car for, about 20 minutes afterwards just to make sure that there was no extra flare-up. It meant a lot. But as a result of that crazy day, my kids are pretty scarred about fireworks. We are going to a party today. It's a really good friend of ours, and my kids, even though they're like super best friends with their kids, we're still considering maybe going home early because they're going to do like neighborhood, end of the cul-de-sac parking lot kind of fireworks. We may still stick around, but they may have like headphones or something. They'll want to get home as fast as they can to make sure that, our house is not on fire. It's sad. It should be fun and delightful to see fireworks go off. But for our kids, it's a reminder of a really, really sucky time. It was during COVID. It was, people are, oh my gosh, locked down and no. And you know what the sad thing is? Gianmarco said, did they find out who left the fireworks? No. And the sad thing is people leave fireworks there every year. I mean, every time there's a chance, New Year's or 4th of July, without fail, there are fireworks in that dumpster. So we're just very wary, this time of year. People, a few days before, a few days after are always, lighting fireworks. And I am always, checking my backyard. We live in fear that there's a flame in our backyard now. But we're always just checking and checking and checking to make sure that, the potential fire hazard that's in our backyard is not up in flames. I mean, it's seared into my mind. I remember 20-foot flames lapping against our trees. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my whole body is full of dust. I did shower. I actually showered twice. I showered after I did it, this leaf vacuum thing. I was even up on my roof, with the leaf blower and stuff. But I wanted to, afterwards, and then when I went to bed, I even took a shower right before bed. But I was covered from head to toe in my sinuses. It was in my eyes. I should have worn a respirator. It was really dumb because I was sucking up leaves off of this place that has tons and tons of just yard debris and, leaves and whatever. So yeah, I was, you can kind of hear it in my voice. I almost sound sick today because I was using this leaf blower and it's like in my lungs and my sinuses and everything. Okay, so today's Strands, if you've never played Strands before, think of it like a word search. We're trying to find words in this puzzle based on a theme. Today's theme is beyond vanilla. So maybe these are other flavors besides vanilla, of maybe ice cream or... I almost see brownie, but it's only OWNIE. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. Brownie. Okay, brownie. Oh, 2 F's, 2 E's. Coffee. So are these like flavors of ice cream that are not just vanilla? Or are these things that you would have with vanilla ice cream? I could see somebody having a brownie with vanilla ice cream on top. I could also see putting a little plop of vanilla ice cream into coffee. Maybe I'm up in the night about that. Ooh, I see another one. One of my favorites. Pistachio. Now, I don't know about where you are in your country, but true pistachio ice cream is really hard to come by. You can buy pistachios. You can buy a 5-pound bag of pistachios at Costco. But pistachio ice cream nowadays, go look next time you go to the store for ice cream. If you're like, oh, I really want ice cream, and they have pistachio, look and see if it's truly pistachio. It might not be. It might be like pistachio with almonds, right? And then like there's the flavor of pistachio, but not actually. Go check sometime. Next time you go to the store and you're looking for ice cream, look at the pistachio ice cream and see if it's actually just like chunks of almond with like pistachio flavor. I was pretty surprised last time I saw it. I was like, oh, you guys are lying to me. What the heck? Oh, a nice gelato. You bake what? Lipo just came back from Italy and ate pistachio gelato every day. I am so jealous. Like a spumoni or whatever it's called. Oh. Now there's a big pistachio hole in your heart. I hope you're able to go, to some store and get pistachios. They're so good. Part of the fun is cracking them open too, right? It's like cracking peanuts. You get them one by one. You get to enjoy them. All right. So what else? I feel like cherry. Oh, it's not there. It's here. Cherry. I knew there was going to be cherry. Okay. Maer. Oh, of course. Whoa. Slow down. Ice cream. Ice cream. Beautiful. All right. And then there's one left. 5 out of 6. That means all of this. Oh, no. Oh, no. The last one is my least favorite flavor. Oh. Of all the ice creams, of all the things you can put inside a cookie. Oh. Butterscotch. All right. This may cause some of you to unsubscribe. I don't know. By the way, if you do like what you see, give it a like. Consider subscribing. But I need to tell you that I do not like butterscotch. And I know, I can already hear it in the chat. You're typing. I love peanut butter. Tyson just chimed in. He says, I love ice cream with peanut butter. Oh, man, like a turtle sundae or a, little mini Reese's Cups or something in there. Oh, so good. Butterscotch, though? Chocolate chips, great. Peanut butter chips, awesome. Butterscotch chips, I will give that cookie to my wife. I don't know why. It's not a terrible flavor. If I have to eat it, I'll eat it. But I don't love butterscotch. I just don't. It's weird. I love caramel. I love but specifically butterscotch. It's just not. It doesn't resonate with me. I usually, if someone's like, "Oh, have a cookie," and I take the cookie and I'm like, "Oh, that has butterscotch in it," I will give it to my wife. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just like, you know what? That's not my flavor. I do have a couple of ick flavors, don't I? I told you before in a previous live stream, I really don't like fake cinnamon, right? Cinnamon's great. Cinnamon, like itself, sweet cinnamon, even, savory cinnamon in a curry or something, right? Delicious. But I don't like fake cinnamon. I also don't like fake banana. I don't mind fake watermelon. I actually like fake watermelon a lot. Like a Jolly Rancher that's watermelon flavored. It tastes nothing like actual watermelon, but it tastes good. Grape, fake grape flavor, purple. It doesn't even taste like grape. It just tastes like the color purple. Love it. But fake cinnamon, fake banana, right? Fake banana flavor. Don't love that. And then also just butterscotch. Real or fake. I don't like. I just can't get past it. I don't know. Oh, no. Tyson said he's unsubscribing and making butterscotch cookies for me. Oh, you don't like coconut? Okay, I like coconut flavor, right? I like things that have coconut in them, like an Almond Joy. Oh, man, that's a good flavor. Almond Joy, delicious. I don't like when, what do you call it? When there's like sprinkles of coconut, coconut shavings, right? Tyson says he doesn't like coconut. I like coconut water. In fact, I put coconut milk in the curry I made last night. It's awesome, delicious. But coconut shavings, like think like a coconut cream pie, a coconut little flakes on top. I think that just tastes like fingernails in my food, and that's disgusting. So I don't like things that are something that has coconut shavings on it. I like coconut pie, right? Coconut cream pie or coconut flavored things like a curry or something. But Tyson, you said that before, that you want to make and eat peanut butter and salsa sandwiches. Love peanut butter with salsa. Lightbo says, I will eat literally everything. There's no food I dislike, including peanut butter and salsa sandwiches. That may be brand new. John Marco said, I will literally eat any floor. I think you meant any food, maybe. Good thing I'm not a picky eater. I'm not really a picky eater, too. There's just a couple of, triggering foods that I'm like, ooh, really? Another one is rye bread. I don't like rye, right? Little caraway seeds, the whole thing. I just... to be honest, I haven't tried it in a long time. I have not tried it in a long time. But there was a babysitter I had. Mom, I love you, but there was a babysitter I had when I was a small kid, and every day when I would go, she would give us, sandwiches, and they had rye bread, and I was forced to eat it, even though I didn't like the rye bread. And even today, I don't like the rye bread flavor. But again, I haven't tried it in a long time. So if, you put a Reuben sandwich in front of me, I would have to really kind of soul search and build up the courage to to eat a rye bread sandwich. You love rye, Ryan? That's funny. You love rye. Okay, maybe I'm an army of one here. I'm the only person that doesn't like rye bread. Okay. Maybe I need to build up the courage and eat all the things that I don't like. It's not a long list. It's really not a long list. Just there are a couple things that I'm like, oh, really? Even talking about rye, I can kind of feel like I can smell the earthiness, the deep, almost butterscotchy flavor of it. Oh no. I think what this means is I'm going to have to try rye bread sometime. I'm not looking forward to it though. Okay, so try to solve in 5. So we're playing the letterbox here, and if you've never played letterbox before, we're trying to span across this box to use up all 12 letters in 5 words, right? Yeah, okay, all right. Lipo says try it. Well, I don't have any with me right now, you know, luckily. Okay, so let's see. C, H, and O, U, N, and V, S, R, and L, I, W, and A. Let's see. So W, H we can do. S, H we can do. We can't do C, H, though. Oh, Tyson, I was going to ask, are they going to make you work on your birthday? Do you have to work on your birthday? Because sometimes so it's fun to take the day off, but sometimes you still have to work. Luckily, my birthday is in the summer. My birthday is actually coming up pretty quick here. But I never have to work on my birthday because it's in the summer and I'm a teacher. But I remember that you said you work on Saturdays. Do you have to work on your birthday? Let's see. So, C... R. Oh, I can't do AW. Oh, good. It's your day off then? That's good. Can't do CR or CO. I can do CR. CR. Crown. There's no G. I can't do ING. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We'll try crown. How about that? There's no E. Oh, there's no T for nihilist, and there's no M for nihilism. You know what we could do is we could put an S on the end of crowns. There we go. So now we have a little more wiggle room. You know what we could do? S-U-A. Oh, but there's no E. Ugh. I keep thinking of words with E in it. Clarions. Wow, that's a great word. Okay, I'm going to write down what I said. My pen went flying over here. Crowns. That's a great word. Clarions. Clarion call. That is a genius level word right there. There's no G. There's the second time I wish there was a G. Shrewish. Swush. Is that a word? It's not a word. Maybe not SW. Shrow? That's not a word. That's not a word. Shrow. Shavor. Shaven. Hey, what you doing? Shaven. You could have sworn it was. Shrow. Wonder what shrow would mean. Actually, you gave me a great idea. Look at that. Sworn. You said it in your thing. You said I could have sworn it was. Sworn. Now we're on the N. And we have to get rid of the three... Oh, there's a great word with an H. Havoc. H-A-V-O-C. But I can't play O-C at the same time. Right, I'm going to write these down. Because clarions, right? Clarion calls and sworn. Those are great words, but now I was going to write down what we still need too. We need an H, we need a U, and we need a V. And there's no E. I wish there was an E. There's no E. So what could we do for H, a V, and a U? Could almost spell the word coconut there, huh? I could spell valor. Valor is a good word. H... About Hall. I really wish there was an E in this puzzle. That would make it a lot easier. Livis. If there was a D, we could say livid. Living on a prayer. V-A... I'm going to write down hall, too, because that's a good word. All right. Maybe we start with clownish. Let's try it. C-L-O-W-N-I-S-H. Ooh, clownish. And then we go to hall. H-A-U-L. Hall. Hoovar? What does that mean? What does Hoovar mean? Is that a real word? You're kidding. Wait, you both said it. Is that a real word? Hoovar. Not a standard English word. Okay. Hoovar. I've never heard of that. Okay, where do we go from here? Goodness. I liked Hall. I don't know anything anymore. Everything I know is wrong. Do you ever have one of those everything you know is wrong moments? I haven't had one in a while, but sometimes life just slaps you in the face and you're like, I know nothing. Oh my gosh. The letters are there, but I can't play it. Locrian. Locrian is a musical mode. You start on... Is Locrian on the 7th step of the scale? I think so. My music theorist in me is telling me that's right. Am I making up a word here? I feel like I'm making up a word, but louvor. Maybe that's a Portuguese word. Hold on. Louvor. L-O-U. Let's see if it's L-O-U. Oh, and I can't play UV, so it doesn't matter anyway. Okay. Louvor means praise. That is deep inside my head somewhere. Okie doke. All right, what do we do here? You know, like loud noises? Didn't like fire drills in school because they're too loud? Oh, I agree. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I was just telling everybody before you came in, my family does not like fireworks. Not because they're loud, but because a dumpster close to our house, butting up against our fence, caught on fire and nearly burned our house down. During COVID, during the dumpster fire year, we literally actually had a dumpster fire. Boom. There it is. How did we not think of that? Guys, how do we not think of that? Larva. That's the one. Larva. Look at that. Okay, how did they solve it yesterday? Let's see. Brouhaha and anxiety. Okay. Well, that's not how I did it, but okay. Clownish, Hall, and larva. Nice. We didn't think of it because larvae are gross. Yeah, that is pretty gross. Oh no, Gianmarco is predicting the future, and he's telling us that the Connections was a 10 out of 10 difficulty. Not looking forward to that. We might lose our very short streak. Wordle is a 3 out of 10. Mini Crossword is a 4 out of 10. Strands, 4 out of 10. Letterbox, 5 out of 10. Very doable, except for the Connections puzzle. Maybe we're going to get our rear ends handed to us. All right. Well, if you're new and you like what you see, give it a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day, and I'll come up right in your feed in the morning. We get to see you do this. See me do this. That's one of those dyslexia things. I said, I'll see you do this. It's like saying, oh, his wife, her husband. Like if I start telling a story and I say, oh, yeah, his husband, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Her spouse, that's just, my brain doesn't do that. But I can apparently think of words like hall and larva. And Lightbow, thank you for the word clownish. I think that was a good start. Stared at it for 2 hours before I got the theme. The whole puzzle has a theme? Oh, heavens. The whole puzzle apparently has a theme. All right, well, we're in for it tomorrow morning, aren't we? All right, well, let's recap. Let's take a look at what we've done. The Connections puzzle, which apparently tomorrow for July 4th is going to be a nightmare. I did it in color order today. It was very, very doable. Correspondence was the yellow category. Contact, dealings, exchange, and interaction. The green category was airport boarding info, right? You want to find out your arrival, destination, what flight, what gate. Oh, I just realized airport board, not boarding, board. Like, you look up at the video board and it tells you where everyone's arrivals and destinations are, that video board. Pro athlete data. Here's, two different things, info and data. I don't know. That seems funny to put those two things in the same puzzle. Pro athlete data, college, number, position, and team. Oh, man. John Marco says the whole puzzle tomorrow has a terrifying theme. Oh, boy. And then the purple category, we did this in rainbow order today. Purple category is farmers' things, farmers' almanac, farmers' insurance, not sponsored, farmers' market, and farmers' tan. I love going to the farmers' market. Everything is stupid expensive, but I love going to the farmers' market. Kind of defeats the purpose. Like if you're trying to go from farm to table, in as few steps as possible without going through, Cisco or some other, distribution route, you would think that some of that gets cut out, right? Some of the price gouging gets cut out, but it seems at a farmer's market that the price only goes up. I don't know. You buy, a tomato for $3 that you could have for, 50 cents a pound at the supermarket. I don't know. But you are supporting them directly, so I guess it's worth it. But I've always thought it was funny when you go to the farmer's market and things are just like, more than it would have been at the supermarket. Oh, man. Oh, here's a tip. Oh, man. Do I want to read the tip, though? I don't want to give it away. I don't want to just give it away. All right, fine. I'll read it. I might forget it by tomorrow. Tip, focus on the abbreviations. Don't fall to the obvious red herring. Oh, no, there's a red herring. There are too many 2 words. Good luck. Many streaks will be broken. Oh, I hope it's not mine as well. Hope I don't lose my streak tomorrow. Okay. Glaswegian or Edinburgh is a Scot. Edinburgh. Yeah. Okay, 2025 Pixar film about a boy who gets abducted by aliens, Elio. And sadly, it wasn't very well received. Not a lot of people watched it. I think the fallout from just everyone's Disneyed out. People are seeing it as a greedy corporation now, and Pixar, they're having a hard time just finding anything that will bite nowadays. I watched a funny video yesterday about bean mouth syndrome. It was Turning Red, Luca, and this new one, Elio. And they have that, very corporate art style. He was making fun of it. It was like the Grubhub guy, the the Grubhub ad, the animated one that came out, 2-3 years ago. And they're still making fun of it. The bean mouth. Strong string, twine. A religious devotee with a shaved head, possibly a monk. Calligrapher's assortment. I thought it was pens. I thought it was nibs. No, it's inks. Attach as a button. Sew on. Sound of 2 glasses being cheersed or toasted. Clink. Noises from a pig. Oinks. And little piggy. You might refer to your toe, your tiniest little toe as little piggies. Did I overshare? TMI. Too much information. Funny. Okay, we nearly lost our... Speaking of losing streaks, we nearly lost our streak playing the Wordle today. The first one was Sandy, right? I was coming up with 3 non-intersecting words. And first was Sandy. And that gave us the Y, and I got excited. And then I tried pluck, and it gave me the P in the correct place. I got excited. And then it was all downhill from there. I came up with a third non-intersecting word, which was right. And then I had 2 vowels left. I had an E and an O. And I'm like, all right, this is either P-O or P-E. So I tried P-O, poofy, and it was not a double O. I tried Palmy. I don't know why I did that. That was so stupid. These are usually common words, not stupid, you've never heard of these before words. palmy. And then I'm at my last guess, and I thought of a word, and it was poopy. And I thought, ain't no way. No way. No way, no way. And I thought, oh my gosh, wait, instead of double O, what if it's double P? Actually, triple P. Poppy. And thank goodness I guess poppy instead of poopy, because that would be pretty embarrassing if I lost my, 143-day streak on a word like poopy. Oh, that would be embarrassing. All right, and then we played the Strands. And Strands was beyond vanilla. These are different delicious ice cream flavors. I see cherry. I see coffee-flavored ice cream. Pistachio. Lightbow's absolutely craving some right now. I love it, too. But you got to be careful when you buy pistachio ice cream. It might not be just pistachio. It's usually pistachio with almonds now. So you get the crunch of the almond, and you think it's pistachio, but it's not. Let's see, brownie ice cream. That sounds really good. Tyson was saying peanut butter ice cream. That sounds amazing. And then my least favorite, if you could say, oh, he'd love that. Nope, he wouldn't love that. Butterscotch. I would not enjoy butterscotch in the slightest bit. If I get a cookie, someone's like, oh, have a cookie. And I'm like, oh, cool. It's like peanut butter or something. Nope. And I take one bite and it's butterscotch. I will hand the thing to my wife or my kids or something and say, you know what? You enjoy this, because I will not. Yeah, butterscotch specifically is just, don't love it. Don't love it. All right. And then letterboxed, right? We started with clownish. Lightbow, thank you for that word again. And then H led to hall. We started with another one of your words, and it didn't quite pan out. Clarions, right? Like a clarion call. I think that was a great one. But it didn't kind of pan out the way we were thinking. But clownish led off nicely for the H to lead to hall. And then the L, we stared at all those letters for so long. No, it was there. It was there all along. Larva. Kind of a yucky word, isn't it? Larva. Think of like creepy crawly bugs. Ugh. Yeah. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks for your, the chat. We had a great chat today. Thanks for the stream. If you like what you saw, give it a like. Consider subscribing. And you know what? I will catch you on the next one. Enjoy. And I'll see you before the 4th, but happy 4th of July too.